Alright, so hi. I've actually done this update once before. There's going to be a point in the video where I talk about my process in the video. I'm not going to have that because for some reason, and I don't know why, Premiere keeps crashing and keeps crashing. I've literally edited this video 5 times, and if it wasn't for the fact that we all worked really hard on it and I have the frickin' footage, I want to put it all in one video and have it be nice. So that's going to be there. I didn't cut the audio out. This is probably one of my least edited videos realistically because I've edited it so many times and had so many issues with it crashing and it not rendering, and I'm kind of done with it. And I want you guys to just enjoy it because I still have the pieces and I still have the rambles. So there's going to be points where I say I'm going to put pictures in it. I don't do that. There's going to be points where I talk about a part of the speed paint that's in it. I don't put that in there because it just kept crashing. I'm sorry to have to say that. Now we're going to get on with the video and the fun times, but I just wanted to point that out there so you guys don't like wonder why I did that. And it wasn't that I was lazy, it's that literally I'm sick of editing this and I really wanted this video to get out there for you guys to see because it's something I'm very proud of. Alright, now editing Michi, bye. Time to go into cool Michi for the video. Hey guys, coming at you again with another art video, but this time it is the return of Michelle is doing her audio late at night, so my voice is very quiet so I don't wake up my husband. But I really wanted to do this audio while I had it like still fresh in my mind. I literally, at the time of recording the audio, I finished the picture to this night. And I just really want to talk about it. So, first of all, I hate that I have to say this, but you kind of have to at this point. So, this is not sponsored at all. But I am talking about a video game, and I have to say that because especially if it's a mobile game, cough cough, not saying that those don't exist where they do sponsor people, because we all know they do, but because it is a free-to-play mobile game for the thing that I'm going to talk about right now, and the pictures on the screen is kind of important. So, my friend, the ZodiacLord, Morgan, that's what I call him, and I know he's okay with his name being out there on the internet, got me into this game called IdentityV. And we decided to do a 3-way collab. We as in myself, the ZodiacLord, and my friend who's also my neighbor, Penguin Attack Studios. But because I'm really good friends with these guys and I'm using first name basis, and I know they don't mind having their names out there, I'm going to use their first names. Just so it's easier on me, because when you get to a certain point in friendship, just saying usernames constantly is kind of weird. So Morgan, the ZodiacLord, Tiffany, Penguin Attack Studios. Especially when you have usernames like Penguin Attack Studios. But then again, I have a username like TwistedDisaster, and I'm sure it's why most people call me Michi, because that's my name, my nickname, compared to my username. Which, anyway, I'm already rambling, and you're already going to be done with my part of the collab so far. So, everything you're going to see on screen are processes that I did for the game. So, I did the sketch originally on my iPad, for Mr. Smiley, who is my current hunter main for IdentityV, because I am grossly addicted to that game, and I blame Morgan because he got grossly addicted to that game, and then he told me about it, got me on it, and I got my neighbor on it, and now we're all just a little clan of these IdentityV fans. And so I wanted to do my main because, ironically enough, we all were talking, we didn't know who to do, and we all ended up doing our mains, like who we like playing. But I want to do Mr. Smiley because I'm trying to do, again, like I've said before, with my own personal work, I'm trying to do more, how do I say this? More stuff to challenge myself when it's my free time art stuff. Especially because, I hate to say it, I'm not really doing a lot of sketchbook stuff right now. I'm not doing a lot of studies. I'm literally just doing work or stuff for myself. And so because of that, I really wanted to, do something fun. And Mr. Smiley is a big, beefy boy. I'm going to put him on screen. And because I'm not one of the cool kids, and I don't want to buy his skins, the only skin I want was, like, last season, so I don't know when we'll get it. But I just used the main skin he came with. And who knows, maybe he'll get more as the things go on. I hope he does, because he's a really underrated hunter. I know he's one of the first ones, but, like, everybody cares about the hot hunters and not about Big Clown Man. So, anyway, after I did the sketching portion of it on my iPad, I ended up doing the inking and the coloring on my computer, also why it's the format difference there. And so, I ended up inking Penguin Tech Studios, Tiffany's lines. I haven't talked about her much on this channel, but she's a really good friend of mine, and we've done a couple collabs here and there. And she doesn't really have a YouTube or a DeviantArt, but she does have a website, and I do have everybody's like social medias who are in the collab below, because credit where credit's due, am I right? So anyway, she did the sketch for Gardner, and her sketch was very different than sketches I normally do, but it was a fun challenge, especially with my inking style. And fun fact, this crashed on me twice. So there's going to be certain points where you see me re-inking areas in the line art section, and that's why. That's why, because my computer completely crashed doing the inks, and it made me a big sad. Very, very big sad. Especially because it was corrupted and I lost a lot of the inking portion. But it didn't crash again, but I was aggressively saving throughout the other part. So it was really fun to do hers, because especially when I do collabs, I do a lot of collabs with Morgan. I do a lot of collabs with like my friend Anna and my friend Kaylee and my friend Pastel. Mostly Morgan, because he's really, really fast when it comes to sketching. And half the time, I'm just finishing stuff he gave to me. It wasn't even like we like planned it. It just kind of happened. But because of that, you know, it's always fun when I get to do things that are very different styles. And Tiffany has a very different style than Morgan or me. And she's one of the few people that can do really, really interesting stuff. And you should really, really check it out. Like, I know I'm like shelling her out a lot right now, but she really doesn't have a lot of followers on Twitter and Instagram and stuff. And especially with how she finished my Mr. Smiley piece, which she didn't record video, and I know Morgan didn't. So, you know, I'm the only one who has video. So if you want to see it, check our Twitters, because we all posted our processes and our DeviantArts and stuff. Though I don't, she has a DeviantArt. Anyway, her style is very, very different than ours, but oh my god, is it still really pretty. And so when I was doing hers, I got to look at a lot of the screenshots, which that's one more thing. IdentityV community, okay? I don't want to have to keep taking screenshots from my iPad. I'm being lazy right now. It's kind of a pain. I want to be able to Google a skin or YouTube a skin and be able to find a nice high-res version of it so that I can draw it, okay? Everybody's got Overwatch. Give me IdentityV, okay? Please. Please. Because it's a pain for me to have to go that extra mile for skins that I want, especially if they're skins that no longer exist and I can't find good versions of them. Anyway, it's I know, here I am talking about skins. I'm a real gamer, guys. Like, get on my level. Anyway, so after I was able to do her version of the Gardener, which was fun, I think it was great that, like, we had, you know, the OG Mr. Smiley and the OG Gardener, and then Morgan went all out with Mind's Eye. Mind's Eye is his main whenever we're doing, like, Survivors. For Survivors so far, my main is either Doctor or Gardener. I'm pretty lame. I also haven't been playing as long as Morgan has, which he's been playing for more months than I have, but I've only been playing for probably like a month and a half at this point. And so I also didn't get to test a lot with the free day because I got in late and, you know, everybody was there. So I'm doing my best to try to, like, play through the Hunters and the Survivors when they have their free days. See what I like, see if I want to spend my echoes and my essences on it or not. Because I'm a girl that likes hoarding that. Like, I've always been that person in video games where I just hoard the currency, especially if it's the thing I want. And now that I know that they sometimes get rid of skins, I'm still salty that I found out about that Cheshire Cat skin and it's no longer on the map. Come on, a lot of other people have the Alice skins, and people who don't play IdentityV are going to have no idea what I'm talking about right now, but those of you who do, or the new people who are here, hi, you know what I'm talking about. There are some cute Alice skins, there's some cute vampire skins, and by cute, I mean cute as in creepy too, because I'm all about the Hunters, and so, anyway. The most and the longest portion of this video obviously is going to be the coloring, because that did take me the longest. I should have recorded my sketching process, but I originally didn't think of making this into a video until after we started talking more about it, or else I would have done that too, so that would have evened it out a little bit, because inking always is the shortest amount of time for me, unless I'm doing a really, really detailed piece, which I realistically almost never do. But when I was working with Tiffany's inks, it was actually really hard. She used a very different brush than what I'm used to. I'm a very lazy colorer. It might not seem like it because a lot of people love my coloring, and I'm very flattered. Thank you. I love how I color too. But Paint Bucket Tool, Select Tool, they are my best friends, and they've been my best friends for like almost 15 years now. Like I said, pretty lazy. And I do use Sai too, instead of, you know, Clip Studio Paint, because I know Clip Studio Paint has a thing, but I still need to learn it. Give me a break. I still need to learn a program. But when you've been using the same program for like 15 years, it's kind of hard to move on. And my computer doesn't run well. So anyway, I'm rambling again. Let's talk more about the art. The art. That's why you're here. And that's why I'm talking late at night in my borderline ASMR voice. So when I was working on the coloring in Tiffany's art, she had a very It's a very pretty, very detailed sketching style, inking style. I shouldn't say sketching because it looked inking because it was, textured. But with it being said, because it's so big, it doesn't look like that when it's zoomed out, but when it's zoomed in, it's messy. It's got a lot of missing pixels. It's hard for me to fill in and do things the way I wanted to do. And I've also, with my Huion, I don't know if anybody else has had this. I have contacted Huion and they haven't emailed me back. But again, that's the time of recording this. Usually they have amazing speed, so please don't bother them on my behalf. I'm pretty sure by the time I'm actually editing this and everything, I'll hear back from them and I'll know. But I've been experiencing really bad drift with my tablet, and I've restarted my stuff. I've updated my drivers. I've updated my Huion, and the worst part is I don't know if it's my computer or not at this point. I've picked out a new computer, real quick, update on my personal life. I've picked out a new computer, but with everything going on in the world right now, I'm trying to find one that I can get up in store, I can pick up, because sadly to say, and I'm not going to go into this, the delivery people in my apartment complex are 50-50 on whether or not they will actually handle a fragile package with care, or if they'll just drop it at the door, and I can't have that happen with a laptop. That's going to be my lifeblood for 3 years. That just, because I've heard it happen with my neighbors. I've had people complain, and it's a whole mess, and I just don't want to deal with it. So it's hard right now, and it's a first world problem, and I acknowledge it's a first world problem, but that's also why I'm slowly waiting, because I'm trying to find the one that I want, all the specs in it that I can pick up in store and still social distance and everything. So, okay, my little update's done. So when I was coloring this, I was torn between which cake form I wanted to do for the cake skins for Mind's Eye, because all of the cake skins are so cute for her. But it's, it's me. I had to go with the goth one after all. So I went with a dark cake skin, and I actually ended up tweaking a couple colors. So I ended up making it a lot brighter, because I also like brighter colors when I'm working. And so I got in a debate with the Zodiac Lord Morgan on whether or not the dark cake skin was like a muted gold or a gold or a silver gold. I think it was gold. It was just a more muted gold, and because the picture was already looking really muted, and I like my stuff to pop, especially with how I have the background, which you'll see when the whole finished picture is up on screen. I wanted it to pop more, and I didn't like the idea of a muted skin against a really bright background. And so I'd rather have a bright skin over a muted background just to look better, especially if, I want to, sell us at a con or something. Because I have heard at conventions they're fine with you selling that stuff, just not on big sites like Redbubble and things like that. So if I am wrong, though, community, please clarify, because from all the sources I found, they said they were okay as long as it was in cons and stuff. But anyway, I had a blast doing this. I had a blast with my friends. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'm happy that I get to talk about the art, because usually I don't get to. Sometimes I don't have anything to talk about because I'm not doing a lot of personal stuff, but when I do like talking about it, and your guys' feedback of wanting to hear more about my processes and stuff like that is nice. I am still doing topic videos. Don't worry, you're actually going to be getting an extra video this week because this was unplanned, but I want to do it, pretty soon, because the picture's going to be up on my DA and my Twitter this week, so I'd rather have this be my Wednesday video. So either Friday or Sunday you're going to get an extra little topic video, because I have a lot of audio pre-recorded and ready to go. But yeah, just there's a ramble. So anyway, please like and subscribe. I have to say this because YouTube is dumb. Send a comment if you like. If you are an IdentityV fan like me, tell me who your main is and what you like doing. Don't spam, and don't put your username for your IdentityV account in the description. I've heard of that happening and people getting accounts blocked because, the YouTube bot calls it a spam. And I don't want you guys to get spammed or blocked or anything. So that's not fun. But yeah, let me know down below. Thank you, as always, to my amazing Patreon patrons for helping support my art and my dreams. You guys are amazing, and everything that I post always goes up, except for videos. Some videos, but not all. All my artwork goes on Patreon first, and then it goes publicly the next day, unless it's NDA work, which then I legally can't post anywhere else. That's a long ramble. So, I'm gonna leave it here. As always, guys, I will. See you next time. Bye.